All right, so 5 seconds. Here we go. So we're gonna be playing the London system as white and try to play Sicilians as black, and yeah, anything in between. Here we go. Let's go ahead and keep. I'll go ahead and Berserk here. Let's go D4 again. London system's getting played here. Oh, and here we're gonna have some fun here against this opening. F3, knight takes F3. I can't help it, but play a fun variation against this. D5. Oh no. Bishop to D3. Castles. Queen E1. Queen H4. G3. Let's go Queen G3. And then probably Queen H3 next. And we're going to have some sacrifices here coming up pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. Bishop G5. Bishop takes F6. Here we go. And we will sacrifice on F6 if given the opportunity. Funny enough, I don't think we actually have to. But I don't see why we shouldn't either. So rook E8 is the move I'm expecting. Knight E5, and we will definitely take on G6 here. Because the checkmates here are just going to be too strong, because H7 is just way too weak here. Yeah. D6, queen takes E6 is just game over. Again, knight takes on G6, bishop takes is going to be amazing. Let's go bishop G5. And again, knight takes G6 is our plan. We're just really over-attacking over here. Oh, no, bishop G7 looks like it almost might be enough. Interesting. All right, knight takes, bishop takes. I mean, they have no choice. They have to take here. And then we're threatening checkmate there too. Or at least winning of the queen here. So this could work out very well for us. Cat. Faux X chess. So now the new threat is rook takes F6. Because if bishop takes, queen H7 is mate. So they have to play rook F8 here. I don't know what they're waiting for. Let's go rook F4. Because if bishop takes, rook takes. You know what? I think actually the bishop takes here is doing really well. Because after queen H7 check, I think I at least win the queen. Queen H5 check, or queen H7 check. King F8, queen check, and then after here, rook F1. King takes. D5. Fortunately, I don't see any checkmates right now. Pawn takes. Bishop back to E4. Oh, you know what? Knight takes on E4 is the move. I guess knight G5 here. Knight here. Now I have knight takes check here. So this wins the bishop. Let's go king F2 real quick. Then I can take on G7 here. Queen takes C2, I guess. Alright, queen E2. Queen G6. Knight F5 check idea. And I have G4 here too. H4, H5, H6, just push the passed pawn. Yeah, I don't know what he's up to over there. H6. Check. Check. Okay, G4. Queen takes. All right, there we go. Off to a good start with the win. But look at this. While we got one win over here, someone is in the back over here taking 2 wins. Watch out. Watch out. Alright, berserking. Again, London system if we can. With white and black, we're going for accelerated dragon. I'll go ahead and just do a fianchetto and see what happens. Let's see. Pawn takes. We'll go d6 here, knight f6. Looks like white's just going to play very nice and solid this game. e5. Pawn takes if they do allow it. e4 here. Looks like a winning fork because this guy's hanging over here. So knight takes. Excuse me. Yeah, I was like, maybe I should have just traded queens there. f6. Bishop's hanging there too. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they're gonna resign. Oh, I guess they're gonna keep playing. Alright, bishop d7, rook e8 idea. Okay. Rook over here. g5. Bishop back to e7. Bishop takes h3. Bishop f5. Knight b4. Alright, bishop takes. Bishop f5. Bishop takes g5. Pawn takes. I guess if they want to make some more trades, I'm not against this. Rook check, and takes. And yeah, they go ahead and resign. Yeah. Definitely thought so. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, we are now tied for first place. We are on fire here with 2 wins back to back. Let's go for a third. Why not? All right, here we go. Let's berserk again. And d4. Oh, they berserk too. Here we go. Knight f3. Bishop f4. We got our London system set up. Bishop d6 typically gets played here, with the bishop just going back to g3. So if they do take, well, then we can go ahead and make some problems for them. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're just castling here. We'll play knight e5 here, pawn takes just in case. And then we actually play knight to f3 here. This is actually the correct way to play this. I'm curious if they're just going to go like some kind of weird stuff now. Oh, interesting. I guess pawn just takes. Pawn just takes. Yeah, I was like, I guess they just dropped a pawn. Okay. Queen e2. Very interesting play by them so far. I guess bishop d2 to block this. I was going to say, I don't know if they could play this. I think we just have a standard Greek gift here. And so queen to d3 check. f5, knight takes. The real threat here really is to play queen g3 check and then take on g7. So let's go queen g3 check. Knight g5 check. And then queen to h3 here. No, this doesn't quite work. Maybe I was just better off. Yeah, that was just a blunder by them, though. All right, let's go rook e1. They could have just played pawn g6 there. All right, rook e6. The idea is rook takes f6. And then checkmating ideas. Well, I guess I don't need to do this now. Bishop takes f6. Queen g4, I think, is their only move. Only good move. This attacks and defends. Queen h7 check, and then mate. I think so, even if rook takes f6 here. Yeah, that's why they had to play queen to g4, because there was either queen trades or at least trading of these pieces. But, yeah, that did not work out for them at all. Deja vu. Rendezvous. I guess a French player. And this doesn't do anything either. Yeah, they're just getting checkmated. All right. Berserk, berserk. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Next one up. Let's go. All right. Let's see what we get. E4 or D4. Okay. D4. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. I just played g6. I was just kind of sticking to my idea of playing this kind of pawn structure. So I guess now we kind of transpose into like a, what's it called? A perk here. So e5, d5, we play pawn c6. We're going to try and open up this position. Knight c5 here. I'm more than happy to take here. Let's go knight to d7 here. Knight takes d3. We'll take on d5 here, because I think this is almost but forced. f5, and again we're playing against this pawn structure. Knight f6, pawn takes ideas, knight h5. Let's go pawn takes. The hope is that they'll take back here. Oh, interesting. Knight takes again, because now we have queen h4 check. And this is going to kind of stop them from castling so easy. g3 is still a move here, but now we've made some weaknesses here. Queen f6, does that work? We'll just play queen e7 here. Yeah, I was hoping for something like this. Takes in check, rook to f8. Now queen f7, and no checkmates, unfortunately. But still, interesting position. Oh gosh, what do I play here? I guess queen f7 here to stop trades. Oh, you can just take the pawn. And to be honest, I don't see why you shouldn't. Let's go h5. Okay. Let's go h4. Rook over. Rook takes a2 idea. I guess I could have just played that before. King h7, bishop h6 idea. Bishop f4 if they play queen to g3. Okay. Queen check. Bishop f3 check. I think I'm checkmating now. Bishop f4 check. I got everything I need. Queen g3 is the only good move there. Oh gosh, what's the move here? I don't know. Rook f8. I need the second piece to checkmate. Queen f2. Oof. I'm hoping for queen takes b7, but I think queen f2 is just the right move. Okay. Queen takes a3. Oof. The time got low out of nowhere. Bishop h6. Rook f3. So the idea is to play rook here. So rook f1. Queen to d3. Bishop here. Rook down there, I guess, somewhere. Check. Ah! Dang it. Time. Ugh, that's okay. We'll keep moving forward as best we can. I'm sure I missed a win around there somewhere, but... Let's see. Second place is 10 points, 9 points. Okay, so not too bad. We've got a comfortable lead. And we still got plenty of time left on the clock. Here we go, c5. G6, we'll play my pet line. But we were kind of playing this already, the G6 lines anyways. Bishop G7, knight to H6. Let's castle. Awesome. It's like playing a French here. And so the D4 pawn is going to be the target. So we're going to target this knight. Oh, not anymore. We want to trade off the bishop. And then knight to F5. We'll take this bishop if allowed. E6 here over protecting. And we'll just take here. Bishop H6. This pawn can be deceptively weak here. Let's go F6, rook takes. Let's go here. So I was thinking about taking this way, but we'll take this way. Queen g5 is going to be my new threat to put pressure on the pawn. And does my king go to f7 here? I want to play rook to g8. But I think... we'll play king h8. We'll keep it simple with rook g8 here. Alright, queen g3. And then rook to g8. And hopefully they'll blunder the pawn here on h3. Okay. Queen to g4. a6 maybe in the future. Okay, queen g5. Knight back to f3. They're just wasting time. Perfect. Rook g4. And we're going to play queen g6 here. Queen g6. f4 check, but also here too. f4 check and takes. Oh, interesting. Pawn takes. Queen f5. Trying to put pressure here. Queen to b5 check, I guess. You have to be very careful in this situation. Queen c4 check and maybe just queen takes d4. Maybe knight takes d4 was best there. Let it be careful because the knight's hanging in this variation. Oh, look at that. And the knight still hanging. e5. I think the knight is really weak here. Bishop g5. Knight just takes. Rook g3. Time is the issue. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, rook here. Rook check. h6, I guess. Oh gosh, rook here. Maybe train down to this endgame was wrong. I have to take this draw. I don't think I'm gonna be able to push for the win. My time got too low again. Come on, let's convert these wins. Let's convert these wins. Oh, I played the wrong first move. Sorry. I'm an e4 player. Bishop e2. Oh, cool. I have a fun gambit line against this. Queen takes d5, Portuguese variation. We hope they take there. We hope they take there. Bishop f4. We're going to win one pawn back of the two pawns that we gambited. But the hope here is also that, it's less about taking the pawn as much as it's really just about stopping them from castling queenside. And the bishop does that. It's stopping the rook from going to there. Perfect. That's quite okay. Bishop f4, rook to g5 now is my new idea. That's why the queen went to d3 in this line, by the way. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll just play the bishop to d2 here. Maybe I should have just played the knight takes d5 idea. Okay. Queen g3. Oh, that's funny. Look at that. Let's go queen e4. Funny enough, queen f5 is actually really interesting. I mean, I'll go for this endgame. I don't think it's bad. d5. Knight d4, knight takes f5, knight f5. King's still in the center here, so I couldn't see how it could possibly be, like, terrible. And I still have pressure over here. Knight d4. Attacking on f5. If g6, the regular move here, bishop g5 looks really strong. Yeah, I like this position quite a bit now. Rook checks here. And then probably just d6 push. Oh, interesting. Rook e7 check. Rook takes. Knight d5 check. And then rook takes now. Attacking the bishop. Knight takes back. Is this... It's almost checkmate here. Dang it, it's not checkmate because the king could go to d6 here. Interesting, interesting. I guess bishop e3, a3, b4. Can win a knight like that. Trying to problem solve d6. Fortunately, that's a really hard square to problem solve. If d6, then c6 becomes an escape square. Almost checkmate. Oh, you know what? Bishop b7 check just wins the knight, right? Check. All right, takes. And we'll just push the pawn now. Rook f6 check. Hopefully he goes to c7 here. Oh, I think it's forced, and then he loses the knight here too. Yeah, that's game over. Oof, that was a nice win. Oof, that was a nice win. All right, here we go. Berserk, berserk, berserk. Knight f6, g6. Okay. It's a double fianchetto. c6. I'll just play that. Try to play solid here. e6. Knight to d7. Definitely going to look about taking this pawn. Knight d2 looks a lot more solid here. I'll go queen c7. Knight b6. e5. Queen takes. Knight takes. Bishop e6. And now I like my position. Definitely not terrible here. Let's go h5. e4 is a good move. Bishop d2 is a little lazy. Let's go queen c5 here. Bishop c4 is the idea. Just trying to harass this rook and the queen, possibly. Alright, let's go rook to d8 now. Bishop c4, almost trapping this guy. But I do win a piece here. Rook takes d2. Alright. Let's go queen back to e7. Let's just jump out the way. Maybe bishop d5 here in the future. This pin could be bad, so just get a little prophylactic here and stop that idea from happening. Oh, that's interesting. Bishop d5 looks good. Yeah, bishop just takes now. Bishop e5. Is that... The queen's like almost trapped here again. The queen has h4 though. Oh, okay. Has there too, I guess. Takes. Oh, look, I can win the rook. Takes. Bishop g7. Takes. Rook d8. I'm not sure why he'd like this variation, but I mean, the queen wasn't trapped. Okay. b5. Queen c4, and let's push the pawns. It's galore. a3. Queen check and takes. b4. c5. a2. The queen guards this square, which is nice. Queen. Queen check. Is that mate? Guess not. Where's the king going? Oh, there. Check. Check. Checkmate. All right. I like it. Let's go. For spamming the chat. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. We are first place, but we are tied. We have to watch out for Morad over here. Morad over here is tied with us with a 2006 rating. But look at that. Berserking. Starts off with a loss, and I like that he kept going forward with it. And now it's time for first place. Okay. How's that not a Cinderella story? All right, let's keep going. d4. Trying to go for our London system, but hey, they played here. I've got to take the center here. 2 pawns in the center is just too good to be true. Didn't particularly want to play for that endgame, but yeah. Bishop to d3 is what I'm expecting. I mean, oh, okay, interesting. Let's play bishop d3. I guess knight g4 can get played here. Nope. Let's play h3 here, and then e5. e5. Knight d5. I'm not sure if we take here or not. I think we take, because then f5 looks really strong. The pawns are just really looking good there. Oh, interesting. Let's go knight to e2. The threat here is to play g4, and the knight's trapped. Okay, let's... Oh, we can't castle. Let's play rook f1, though, to defend. g4 is the new idea. I would play g4 last move, but they take the knight for free. And then just g4, is it, the knight's just trapped here anyways? Yeah, knight's just trapped there anyways. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Bishop check here, only way to not lose the piece. Alright. Are we able to castle? Nah. Yeah, we'll just play knight to d2 here. I was like, I see some tactics around here, but I'm not sure if they're working the way I want them to. Okay. Let's castle. Knight c4. Okay. King over. Okay. Knight a5. c4. Dang it. Bishop c4. Okay. Gotta play faster. Gotta play smarter. Takes. Where's this knight going? Knight back, knight d4, knight e6. I assume g5 will get played at some point. Bishop e1, bishop c3. Okay. Pawn takes, knight d4. Knight e6 is still the threat. Rook over, knight e6 is still the threat. Rook takes, knight e6, knight takes f4 idea. Yeah, this is looking good. Knight takes, bishop d2, and I'll threaten to take now. Bishop can come back. So the pawn's lost. Rook takes, bishop back. And this is okay. b3. It's good that the pawns are on dark squares here. At least for me. Rook g4, rook g5. Have to be careful about d3 threats in the future. Rook check. Okay. a3, b4 is my plan. The rook here, okay. b4. c3 check, maybe. Yeah, so they're going for that. So check. Okay, king back. And now rook to d5 will be my idea. Time is really low, though. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Pawn takes, rook over. King here, king here. Rook to d4. Oh, God, I'm just about to get... I'm just getting flagged here. Oh, good. I think I could pre-move this to a draw at least. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. I was happy for the draw there. Oh, my gosh. With all that, Morat takes first place over here. Well, I got my win. Oh, my gosh. Took too long. Well, oh, we still got a good 30 minutes left, so we're not giving up yet, guys. Let's keep pushing forward. Oh, my gosh. That came out of nowhere. Hopefully we get to play Morat pretty soon. Could try to kick him back. All right, let's go to Berserk. We got a 2100 over here. London system, here we come. Knight f... Oh my gosh. d5, why not? And then we'll go e4, e5, I guess. I'll not play knight c3 here. e5's a threat. Oh, interesting. We'll play bishop e3, queen to d2. Interesting. All right, h4, h5. Mm-hmm. Knight g5 is a good move after this. Oh. Interesting. Bishop g5 here. Huh. Bishop takes knight g5. Yeah, I was curious. I was like, do you think they'll play queen takes here? So here, knight e6 is a threat. Let's go b4. Oh, can they take there? Dang it, they can. Knight takes. Knight takes. Queen h6. Dang it. Bishop e2. I think we just have to castle kingside here too. And then go for queenside attack. a4, a5, a6, I guess. Should I play g3 here at all? Or just go for it with queen e3 and queen takes? I'm just going to take. Ugh. Time issue here. h4. Oh, gosh darn it. h5. c4, c5. Alright, here we go. Yeah, rook g5. Rook over. c5. Pawn takes. c6 is the new threat. Rook to g4. Pawn takes. Bishop e2 threatening to take here. Wins the rook. Okay. Does b5 just win the bishop here? Maybe c6 was better. Rook takes, drop the bishop. They're going to take the pawn now. Rook check here. Let's go rook back. Rook f1. Rook f6. Oh gosh. Rook here. Rook there. No. King f1. King e1. Rook f5. Rook takes. Bishop check takes. I assume the check will happen. Bishop e2. Rook over here. Rook takes c4. Bishop takes c4. Okay. g4. The king is going to come over here to try and win on e3. Awesome. I guess I'm going to try and push this pawn now. g6. King takes. Bishop d3. King f4. Bishop f5. King g7. g7. King here. Rook check. Rook check. Rook over here, and that's time. Dang it, that's time. Dang. Maybe it was a draw or a win there. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Oh, well, at least Morat lost too. We're still fighting for first place over here. Still fighting for first place. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully, you know what, me and Morat actually. Oh, Morat just lost another game. Oh my. That was a quick loss for him, I think. Maybe we'll play next. That would be nice. Awesome. Let's Berserk. And I'm going e4 here, guys. Sorry. I got to be serious. Because he's my other co-runner over here for first place. Queen takes. Terrible move. Knight c3. Right, already has an advantage. Bishop b3. Let's go into castle queenside. f3. Queen d7 is really interesting move, to say the least. Let's go h4, h5, h6. He's not castling, so that's interesting. g4. The threat's to play g5. I assume he'll play c5 at some point. Let's go g5 now. And this actually can work out because bishop h3 here is... And the queen not trapped here? The queen's not trapped. But definitely not good. Actually, bishop g4 here is interesting too. No, they're going to have to play queen g6, so it doesn't... Oh! Was not expecting that. Definitely not forced here and definitely not recommended. Not forced and not recommended. Alright, let's go e5. Wow. Alright, pawn takes. Okay. Let's go queen to d3, f4, f5, f6, I guess. My pieces are looking very decent here. f5 is a new idea. Oh, bishop f2 because they're going to go knight f5 here. h5, h6, and this is still really good because the dark square is going to be weak here. I mean, if they don't take, then... Okay, yeah, so I'm not scared of this at all. Again, this is just real weak. Queen takes f5. And now we have rook g1 checkmating idea. Yeah, checkmating idea, probably. This is pretty cool. So bishop e6, rook g1 check. I think I just win the bishop, assuming they play bishop e6 here. So it's bishop e6, rook g1 check. The king will go to h8, bishop d4 check, and that will force pawn to f6. In which case I get to take here and then probably just checkmate in a few moves. Huh. I wonder what he's doing now. Plotting oblivion. Okay. I guess I'll just take here. Bishop d4 check. I didn't see any forced mate, so bishop d4 check. Queen takes. The next move will be rook g1 or queen e7 here. Ooh, queen e7 is nice because they can't stop checkmate now. The only move to stop checkmate is rook g8 and queen takes and mate. GG. Game over. Good game, Morat. Ooh, excuse me, good game. We are now tied for first place now. Dang, Morat. 3 losses back to back to back. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's Berserk. Sicilian. Sicilian time. Takes. Bishop g7. Again, we're trying to play Accelerated Dragon here. Knight to f6. Pawn takes here. The e5 variation, maybe. Knight back. Pawn to f6 here. This is actually a very good variation here for white. Let's go d5 here. En passant is best. Pawn takes, and the idea is to play d5. Alright. Let's go d5. And I'm not going to chance it. We're just going to go king f8 here. Bishop here. Bishop takes, knight takes here is the right move. I hate this line so much. It's so annoying. Okay, pawn takes. Knight f7. Queen c7 here. And I'm just going to get checkmated now. Dang it! This freaking line, I've fallen for it a few times too. And I really need to stop doing it. Ugh. Okay. Ugh, hate that stupid line. I gotta just play the right move there. Ugh. Okay. Alright, Berserk here. Let's go. E4. If you ain't first, you're last. Alright, here we go. Knight takes d4. Ah. Hopefully I get my line in here. Oh, interesting. This g6 is not too good because the dark squares become weak. So knight b5, and you can see the d6 square becomes very weak very fast. In fact, I don't think there's a good way really to handle this move. I mean, yeah, see, they might have to go back here, but the point is, yeah, the dark squares are weak. I got the bishop pair. Queen e7 probably will get played, and I'm going to hold on to the queens here. Bishop g5, bishop d3. Let's get ready to castle. Awesome. Well, I guess we're going to go queenside. Knight takes, f4. e5 idea. Of course, taking on e4 would not be the best choice here. I try, my friend. Queen f3. Knight e3, we just take the bishop right here. Queen g3. Let's go queen g3, and then we're going to play for f5, f6 ideas and just go for the attack. They might just give up a pawn here. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I really want to play f5 here, but I just don't have enough play right now. So let's just play pawn takes, bishop d2. And f5 is going to be the next move here now. Now that my rooks are connected, I can actually do some fun stuff. Maybe rook e8 is what they'll play here. F5 with the pin, and these bishops are just looking nice and beautiful here. Nice and beautiful. Here we go. F5, guys. Pawn takes idea. Yeah, I have to be careful here. Knight e3 is definitely a move. Let's go rook f2. Overprotecting on g2, and they can't take on f5 here, because I'll just play rook takes f5 here. And then I laugh. All right. Pawn takes g6 is a threat. Maybe c3 in the future. Because if the king ever goes to h8, the bishop's going to want to jump on this diagonal. So pawn takes here. I think they have to play queen takes on f2 now. Yeah, queen takes, king takes. And yeah, they just have to trade here, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't take the pawn because then check. And this is not too bad. King to g3. Now they lost another pawn. Bishop, pawn takes. Rook e1. This should be an easy winning endgame. Because the bishop, well, we only got one side to go to. And the knights are notoriously bad for endgames. So they play the right move here. We'll go king f... Oh, okay. I was going to say we're going to go king f3 now. Rook here. As long as we don't fall for no forks. These forking forks. Yes, rook a4. Rook takes d4 now. Okay. King f3. I assume you'll play rook f7. Oh, interesting. h3. If rook h4, bishop g5 forking. Okay, rook takes, and I assume he'll play rook f7, g4, rook f4, rook d6. Oh, good. Transpose into a winning endgame. Check. Takes. You gotta know those king and pawn endgames, guys. There we go. Past pawns must be pushed. Push. Push. Now the king has to run that way, and now we went over here. The other way was a little too hard. Queen. Queen takes. Queen here. And we're just going to make another queen to make our lives a little bit easier here. And then we'll finish up with a ladder mate. Check. Check, check. Mate. Alrighty. Oof, on to the next one. 29 points, 33. We are a few points behind over here. Well, where did these guys come from? Look at this guy. Timur has had a perfect tournament so far. So we got to try and mess that up. I'm not going to be the only one suffering around here. Uh-oh, we got Andy. Sicilian time. Bishop g7. Knight f6. It's like I have a feeling we played. Is this the same guy we just played? Alright. Knight h6. Castles. Alright, knight to f5. And then d5 is going to be coming. So this definitely worked out this time. And yeah, black's just much better now. Because f4 doesn't work here because I just played pawn takes. And the queen's hanging. And he dropped his queen this time. Woo! Revenge is sweet. There we go. Revenge is sweet there. Alright. I needed that. I needed that, man. Woof, here we go. Might compose, Berserk, e4. We had to go to e4. I was playing London system, but my beloved e4 needs to get played. Knight to c3. This is a fun gambit line I just made. Let's see, bishop d3. Fried liver. Are you talking about from the black perspective then? Because if you're talking about the black perspective, I have actually two good lines that probably give you some good wins in it. Knight e5, pawn takes is great here. Castling queenside is bad. Let's go bishop f4. And yeah, I was going to say they might play this. Bishop g3. Black perspective. Okay. If you stick around till after the tournament, I will show you one of the lines. Because I can't think of the name right now. But yes, I definitely have some solutions there. Knight takes. Knight takes. Let's go rook e1 and bishop h4. They were doing all this to play c5. And I think I might be a tempo off for it too, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? I guess I could just play takes there. I played rook here so that I could play... So they have to play... Well, they don't have to. But it's recommended that they do play knight takes there, yeah. Alright, d5 here. Ugh. g3 falls, but at least I don't have to make the queen trade here. I don't want to trade queens. Pawn takes, and maybe I'll bring the rooks in and get a little attack. Alright, knight takes d5, pawn takes. This is a Caro player, so they're going to want as many trades, as possible. Okay. Let's go queen e7 here. No, rook f3 first. Probably they'll play queen back to d6. And then we'll go queen e4. And if they fall for knight f6, we'll play rook takes because of the checkmating idea. Okay, so let's go queen e4. Here again, knight f6 blunders. They didn't fall for it. Let's double the rooks. Stopping knight f6 here right away. If knight e5, rook f6. Interesting. We'll go queen h4 for a little cheapo. Queen takes d5, bishop c4. Alright, rook h3. Queen takes h7 idea. Let's go bishop takes f5. I don't think this actually works. But I think at this point, I don't think I can be much worse here. Rook g5. And the threat here is that we want them to take so that we can take on h7. And I was hoping for this blunder. Check. That's a pin and a win. Queen check. Rook check. And that's just game over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I won that. Yeah. Oh, so that the knight to a5 variation is against that one is perfect. I actually that's one of the lines I'm going to recommend. Then there's this other line where you play pawn to b5. That line is quite cool. So, yeah, I'll definitely show you those two lines after the tournament's over. All right, what place are we in? Oh, we guys, we're in first place now. I don't know how we did it, but we did it, and because we are a team here. All right, here we go. G6 again, playing Accelerated Dragon. Ooh, the queen takes d4 variations. A6, kick the knight. I mean, kick the bishop. Pawn takes. This is not a good line. I don't recommend it, but I know it very well. And that might just be as important if it being good. This is it's interesting. So we're gonna go b4 here. Knight b5 is interesting. So we're gonna go d5 here because knight d6 was a threat, and knight c6 here. See, I really like the pawn here. Well, you know what? It is not very good here, unfortunately for me. I just realized I should have just en passant here because the knight is not going to be as good. Because I can't ever take here. Okay, so let's go bishop to d6 here. Ugh. I don't want to lose that guy. I do not want to lose that guy. Because I'd like to take on f6, but I can't right now. Oh, good, he did take. Perfect. So now we can play e5, e4, and actually try to get some expansion in here. So e5, bishop g7, rook to g8. Not something I particularly want to play, but it's forced. I can't really do anything else. Plus, I'm not sure how great this knight is there. All right, e4. Bishop b6. And now there is a threat to take. Actually, I think we just win the knight there. And then we'll castle queenside. You got to be a little careful over here. But hopefully I can drum up some counterplay. Or just hide behind the pawn. Like a5, king b8, a6, b6. And he's doing a good job. He's going to try and open up the position. Let's go d4. Bishop d5, looking over this way. I'd love to get my knight to d4. We'll see if that actually happens. We'll go bishop d5 here. d3 is definitely in the future, though. If b4... Ugh. Oh, okay. Queen d7. They opened up the light squares. As you can see, the light squares are the problem around here. Queen g4, just game's over. Bishop takes f3. Queen g4 is now in the works again. And that's check. Check. Not mate, unfortunately. Should I just play d3? So queen to g1. Let's go rook e8 here. The idea is to play rook takes or and then checkmate on e2. The king is a little stalemated right now. Okay, so let's just checkmate on one then. Awesome. Woohoo! It's always nice when they block themselves in, hey? Alright, 5 minutes left. We might have time for 1 or 2 more games, but hopefully we can clutch it. The clutch championship. Let's go knight f6, e6, and we'll play a... Oh, I was going to play standard, but they changed things up. And actually, I'm transposing into a Sicilian line right now. c4 is hanging. Bishop b4 check. Bishop back to e7. We just do this so the bishop can't go to its natural square on b2. A little technique there. A little technique. You don't want too much technique. You don't want to win the game too fast. Knight c6. Attacking here. If they do take... we'll play d6 here. With rook c1, the threat is to play knight to d5. This is the classic Marazzi hop idea. So that's why we played knight e5 here. Bishop d7. They did this because they're trying to play f4. And now I need to assess if knight d3 is any good or not. We'll play knight to d3. Tempo off the rook. Rook c8. Knight b4. Knight c5. There's 2 ways to get out of this. Plus, the bishop really can't move right now anyways. Rook to d8. Well, the knight can get trapped there, right? Knight c5 at b4. Knight to a4. Looks like they played this variation before because they're playing it very well. I'm surprised they didn't play b4 here right away. Yes, sir. Let's get that first place trophy. c4 is weak here. Oh, interesting. Knight b6. Bishop takes. Ugh. I'll play queen back to b6 here. The idea is I'd like to play is b5. They're more than welcome to take here. I don't believe the trade's that good for them. And in these kind of lines, like in most lines when you're playing black, if you're able to play b5, you've gained enough space on the queen side to actually create good counterplay. And so that's my hope and dream here, because as you can see, white has some good expansion here. Uh-oh, look at that. Mirror boss is right behind us with 41 points. Let's go b5 here. And this is nice because we got b5 in. Pawn takes here, bishop takes here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Pawn takes, rook takes, and then I think we go knight takes here, and then we play d5. So knight takes, and then we play d5 here. Because the other variation, they played knight takes first. This guy's defended, so we don't have to do anything there. Bishop takes. That one was not defended. Knight to b2. Uh-oh, it's the time issue as usual. The time issue as usual. So where are we going? Queen to d8. Let's play bishop f6 here. Oh, I did miss that. Dang it. Knight b2. Pawn takes. Ah! The time issue as usual. Queen to d4, knight to a4, and queen to d8. This is going to stop the things, but go into a losing endgame here, as far as time is concerned. Knight c3. Rook to d3. Rook takes e2 ideas, and also we're still guarding over here. So knight e4 check. f5. Now we have an idea about checkmating here, so we might push the pawn. Rook f2. So checkmate. Can it be stopped? I don't see how it can be stopped. I think we might have just checkmated this guy. Or this girl. Oh my girl, we won it! That was a forced mate there. It came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. Oh, gosh. So, oh, by the way, do you have a game that is in the line so I can go over it with you? If not, I'll just go through it through scratch as far as a, what's it called? Like just analysis or something, you know? But if you do have a game, it would be easier to do that. Okay. Let's see here. Not the knight to a5 line. That's okay. I don't particularly play the line myself. I play my other line. I think it's called... Oh, you know what? I'm starting to remember. I think it's called the Ulstead. Oh, the pairings are closed. And it looks like we are clutching first place, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, go and give us that sub and like. Anyways, I think the other line that I'm thinking about is... It's called the Ulstead, which is pawn to b5. I mean, the pawn to a5, I mean, the knight to a5 variations, I definitely prefer that it's black than white. Because you'll, lose a pawn, but it's like a gambit pawn. You get lots of play in those positions. In fact, if we look it up on here, I'm pretty sure black is going to be equal, if not better, as far as the scorings of it. So, oh, by the way, what's your rating on here? Do you play on chess.com or Lichess, by the way? All right, guys. Woohoo! Confetti everywhere. All right. Thank you for hanging out with us and playing in just this, fun arena tournament. I tried to play the London system, but I had to go back to my beloved e4 at the end. As you can see, we had some donuts in the game.